Hey, and welcome everyone to the long overdue and much anticipated by myself and our two viewers, Dragon's Demand Session 5. Super excited to be here. We had a bunch of vacations, and then we had some go-aways. We had all this stuff going down, but you know what? We're back at it, and I'm super excited to be here. I'm super excited to hang out with these awesome gentlemen, and we'll be delving into a bit of a dungeon crawl, which is always kind of exciting. There may be some kobolds to fight. There may be some other things to fight. We'll see what happens. But as is tradition, we're going to go around the table. We're going to have everyone introduce themselves, who they're playing, and then we're going to dive right into the action. We're going to pick up right at the quarry where our intrepid adventurers were heading off to. So, first up, we have Blau. We're going to go to Zeb, Patrick, Atomic, and then Aaron. Take it away, gentlemen.
Hi everybody, I'm Joe/Blau. I'm playing Epius, the wizard.
I'm Zeb. I'm playing Gris Crutzen, the slightly antisocial ranger.
I'm Patrick. I'm playing Lucas Illica, a half-elf with a beard, who's also a cleric of Milani.
I'm Atomic. I'm playing Kalagadir, the over-enthusiastic Blood Rager.
Love it. Love it.
And I'm Aaron. I'm playing Rikus, the half-orc fighter.
Beautiful. And I, of course, am Darewolf, the game master, the guy that tries to kill them and fails miserably because they're just too badass. They're too badass for my fuckery. But when we last left off for Intrepid Adventurers, you had done a myriad of different investigations, adventuring, maybe a little bit of B&E. Maybe a little bit of B&E. And you had discovered more spells and spell books than a character of your level, Blau, should be allowed to have.
Wow.
But we just leaned into it. It's totally fine. Maybe even a golem manual of some sort. This guy, Epius, keeps asking about kobold corpses. It's a whole thing. But again, I digress. With that being said, we're going to pick up just outside of town. And I'm actually going to show you all the Dragon Fen, which is the kind of the outward area, the surrounding area that makes up the town of Belhaim and its surroundings. So the flooded quarry, which is not too far away from the town, it's only about 1,500 feet actually. So not even really a full mile, maybe about a quarter mile away from it. But the flooded quarry is along the old quarry road, and earlier in the day, you had sent Gris off to do a little bit of investigation and just a little bit of scouting ahead. Now, Gris, what your perception check had allotted you was that there is a circular kind of path that descends into the quarry. It's the old quarry kind of trail that led down as they were digging into the earth and taking out the precious minerals and materials and whatnot. As it spirals down, eventually it ends in a small little shallow pool of water. It doesn't look like too big, maybe 100 feet long by about 50 feet wide. It's kind of odd shaped, more like an oval. And then as you look down from the edge that is closest, so the east side edge, you look down towards the west side of this quarry, down deep, you see that there are a number of stones that appear to have been built up like kind of a little barricade. And you could just make out the bobbling heads, the little reds, and little blues, little green heads of kobolds, their little spears and their little bows, just waiting there, guarding this area. And you counted at least 6, but no more than 10 at any given point, at least just outside. And then there is a cave entrance. It looks to be 2 entrances. One that's a little bit bigger, a little bit more pronounced, and then a kind of small, looks only about big enough for a kobold to fit through, a little crack in the side of this quarry that will allow entrance. But as we open our scene, we see the 5 of you standing, maybe crouched down, maybe even crawling towards the edge, looking over down at this scene, and I leave the scene to you all as how you'd like to approach.
How far down is it? Like, is it within bowshot?
It is about 200 feet down, so yes, it is within bowshot.
Have any of the kobolds are they patrolling at all down under there? Or
So they
just
seem
guarding?
to have barricaded themselves in. They have fortified themselves in this area. They have not headed out. They have not been patrolling. It seems that they are constantly on high alert. And if you want to go ahead and actually make a knowledge local check, maybe you know a little bit about kobolds. Maybe you know how they handle incursions or attacks on their lairs, as it were.
Mm,
If you've got it. If you've got it. Or anyone has knowledge local. 22. Goddamn. So what you would know, Epius, is that kobolds, when their lairs, when their dens are threatened, they tend to turtle. They tend to move everyone in, raise spears, gather all of their horde, as it were, into their holes, and wait it out. Either to be attacked so that they're defensible because they're tiny and they want to have their numbers inside these tiny holes, or just to let the aggressor or whatever threat may be outside, let that pass by. So they appear to have turtled right now.
They're going to have everyone ready to fight.
They're in deep. I haven't had anybody walking out yet. Could smoke them out.
Do we want to try that? I was going to suggest it. We're going to do it with the wolves, but didn't have to. But I feel like it probably be warranted here.
I certainly might.
They clearly have other exits, though. They might have other air supplies. Remember, because they got into the bottom of the tower.
Yeah.
And if you recall, at the bottom of the tower, all the way back where you fought that Kobold Ranger, this was multiple sessions ago, multiple weeks, so I'll remind you, you found a small passage that seemed to head easterly. And as you followed it, eventually it actually spilled out somewhere inside of likely where their caverns were. I don't believe any of you traveled so far as to get into the Kobold Den, but you did find that there was this passageway that the kobolds had used to get underneath the tower.
You know, we really should have checked that tunnel.
Still can. Nothing says we have to go today.
No.
We may be able to
No,
bypass their defenses and hit them from behind.
They seem to be defended here. They might not think that somebody will come from the back.
Then do we want to take some shots at them to make sure they know someone's here and then go take a look at the tower?
I can keep them preoccupied.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we want to do. Or if we want to go quiet about it.
Who all has bows?
I've got a crossbow.
A longbow.
Let's see, but we're not seeing any kobolds. Just their door.
No, they're behind the barrier. They have cover, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep. They look to be kind of hunkered down in this area, and they're just scanning and surveying, but candidly speaking, it doesn't look like they have very good perception checks, to use a game term. They're just watching the water, they're watching the walkway coming down, but I imagine all of you, as you're looking over the edge of this quarry, you're keeping low, you're not really making yourselves very pronounced. Yeah.
I wonder how far I could do that.
And what I'll do for you, actually, is I'm going to show you what it looks like. This is what you're looking down upon. As you look down, you see 3 kobolds, one on either side. They look to be very secure. You're seeing 4 green, so 2 on either side with these kind of boulders that they're hiding behind and in between. You're seeing 2 red kobolds that look a little bit bigger, and those are represented by the kobolds that have the little tower on their token.
So is this like straight across from us when we're looking
Correct, yeah.
down?
So if you're looking down at an angle, about 90 degrees down, your vision goes over this large, you see the water on the left-hand side of this map, goes down over, and it's about probably 200 feet at an angle down from where you're at. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so these guys aren't right.
Correct, yep.
Is there like a rock ledge kind of over the top of them, or are they kind of...
So if you imagine the side of the quarry, so there's a pathway that comes down just above them, and what I'll do is I'll actually use the measuring tool. So you see there's a kind of a walkway that comes down over the top. Okay, let me grab my measuring tool. And it does one of these. Okay. And then it curves, and then it spills out right over, kind of to the right of these kobolds. You see there's this area up at the top here where I'm pinging blue. That is where the walkway spills. So if you were to start walking, you would curve, do about 2 or 3 curves down, and then it would spill you out just to the right of these kobolds right here. Does that make sense?
Okay. I was wondering if there was a way from
Like
the
maybe
ledge,
like an
leaning
avalanche
over,
or a crash
or
down on top of them.
just shoot right on top of them.
You
straight
could
down.
absolutely do that. You would expose yourself to the kobolds as you made the descent, unless you chose to walk around the other side and maybe rappel down. But there is still a chance they could see you as you started to make that descent.
No, I meant like on the lip of the quarry before it goes down. Stand here and just shoot straight down.
Yeah, if you made a
On-
round, but again, to get to that lip, you would have to start moving down or rappel down the far side from where you're currently at.
I got you now.
And then if you walked down, it would risk them seeing you. If you rappelled down, they may hear you. They may see you as well. So definitely something
I
you
mean, either
could
way,
do, though.
if we're just doing a distraction here, we just need to take shots and maybe injure one and then pull back.
That's what we want to do. We want to hike back through and try to get them from behind.
Okay.
That's our best option.
All right.
And if not, if it turns out to work out poorly, then we still have this option to pursue.
Well, we deal with it.
We'll deal with it.
Mhm.
So
Who wants
Alright,
to take
who-
some pot shots?
I'll
I'll take some pot shots.
take one.
I
can
too
do as
want
well.
to take a pot shot.
I was thinking about maybe doing a summon monster, but I'd have to get all the way
That's
down to
close
the bottom.
range. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do that.
So go ahead and take
Ooh.
those pot shots as you see fit. And we'll see how you do. 18, you shoot. 18, you shoot. 14, you shoot. Beautiful. So as you all ready up, you draw your longbows, you draw your crossbow, you draw your short bow, and you fire off. Unfortunately, with the cover that they've been allotted, you watch as those arrows kind of ting, 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 ting around the rocks. The kobolds start shrieking. And they start freaking out. And you watch as several of them very quickly maneuver back inside the cave, giving themselves total cover from your attacks. They have turtled even more, is what you see happen there.
Well, let's go.
Now the plan is, correct me if I'm wrong, you're going to head back to the tower, travel down into the haunted basement, which is likely no longer haunted. You fix that. And then you're going to make your way through the underground passage to the Kobold Den. Is that correct?
Yes.
Beautiful. I love that. So it takes you, 30 minutes to get back to town. Another 15 minutes, you get inside, you get down into the hole, you make your way around, you bypass the automaton, who is very polite. You make your way into this cavern, and you are crawling through. You're able to crouch down, but eventually it gets to a point, this tight passageway filled with insects scurrying all around. It's quite repulsive, actually, and it's very cramped. You're having to squeeze through different areas as you're maneuvering. But eventually, after roughly 40 minutes or so of crawling and maneuvering, you do eventually begin to hear the sounds of kobolds. You hear their language, you hear them starting to speak, and it sounds like quite a few. You can just barely see up in front of you this kind of flickering torchlight. For some reason, these kobolds have torches lit, even though they do have dark vision. So there's some torches lit. And as from what you can tell, who would be in the front of the crawling adventuring group as you're trying to sneak into this passageway?
I'd say probably either me or Calgear.
Okay. Who wants to be first?
Rikus has that fancy new armor of his.
All right, I'm game. I'm game.
So Rikus,
See
go
this.
ahead and make a perception check, Rikus. I want to see if you can
that's-
see What's going on?
Should have been somebody else.
Hmm.
Yeah.
2. Perfect.
Nat
I
1,
need
baby.
you to make a reflex save really quick, please.
Okay.
13. As you are moving through, you find yourself kind of lodged. This new armor that you have is just a little bit denser. You're a little bit wider than normal. You're trying to fit through this hole, and you pull, you try to shimmy, and as you shimmy, you can feel this rock give way, and then it cracks. And as it cracks, you actually kind of spill down this little kind of rubble, this little kind of like decline, and you end up plopping yourself out right here, right on your tuchus. And as you plop down, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You see 7 kobolds who all turn to face you and look both surprised and a little scared to see you pop out right there. And with that, my friends, we're actually going to drag everyone onto the board. You're gonna have to tell me what your marching order is, but we're gonna get a little crazy here. We're gonna a little crazy here because we're gonna drop into combat as everyone dives in, and I will get the combat music going. All right.
Probably
and
second to last, like normal.
Um,
I could be last.
Yeah. Yeah. Second Nat 1 of
we
the night.
had +3 to initiative, right? From last session, from me scouting out.
I think we had +2 or something like that.
I think I can check my board real quick. I think he was +3.
All right, let's see what we got here, and then I gotta roll in a couple of kobolds.
Same thing. There we go. That's good.
The kobolds begin to shout and hoot and holler, and they scream, ambush, attack, attack, ambush. Big ones have used the cave. We're being attacked. Protect the younglings. Protect the little ones, they start screaming. But with that, we are going to pop right into initiative. Gris, you are up first. Now imagine, if you will, Gris, you are still about 15 feet up this passageway, and you're going to have to crawl and kind of claw your way out into the opening there. So it's going to take double movement to get out. You would have to use your 2 move actions to pop out. But the good news is, because Rikus has dislodged the large stone that was kind of blocking the way with his new armor, you don't have to make a reflex save, which is good.
Okay.
So you can plop yourself out anywhere next to Rikus. And what I'll do for you guys... Go ahead, Rikus.
Failing the save so you don't have to.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and just open up a little bit of that gray area, and I'm just going to drag who's not actually in the area. You're going to be in the cave. That'll represent you guys being in the cave, but Rikus... Excuse me, not Rikus, but Gris, you can go ahead and grab your token. Tell me where you'd like to pop out right there. That does take you 2 move actions to get there, but you're on your feet. You've got your weapon drawn. You're ready to go. Lucas, you're up next.
All right. So how far away are my guys from me?
They are roughly 20 feet from your current position.
Okay. Well, I will grab while I'm on my hands and knees, I will grab my holy symbol. And I will cast, well, if it goes, and we'll cast Bless. There we
Beautiful. There is this pulse of positive energy, and the way that I imagine positive energy is this kind of golden white dome, this kind of circle that kind of pulses out from Lucas as he holds onto a symbol, and it strikes all of you, and you all feel inspired, and you feel, well, blessed, for lack of a better word. Anything else you'd like to do, Lucas?
I don't know if I can crawl anywhere with
Appius.
Appius's
You could get right up to
Lucas
the
right in
hole,
front of me.
basically. You can kind of get right up next to Appius. That's right. Calgadir, I'm giving you guys a surprise round because I didn't expect you. But Calgadir, you're up next.
All right, how far is the distance?
From you, it's about 10 feet. You would still have to use 2 move actions. Actually, you could.
I have fast movement,
you
so
could
I
get
have
out.
40 feet of move
You
speed.
could get out. Yeah, you could get out of there with 1 move action. And then
Okay.
you'd still have a chance to either move somewhere inside of this cavern or to potentially, depending on where you pop out, maybe even make an attack roll. You could pop out right there and swing on this kobold if you wanted to.
Very tempting.
I know.
Surprised.
You should do it. Be
React
great.
first, and he's flat-footed, and
Yeah.
yeah, we'll do that. So 20 feet pop out, or
Yeah.
20 feet make it to him. I will. What is it? Can't remember. It's free action rage.
Hmm?
Yes.
Swift
There's
action.
both.
Free action,
Swift.
actually. Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
swift
yeah.
action. Swift action. Yeah.
So Calculator will rage, as is tradition.
As
And
he burst forth out of the cave, you see some more of the rock and rubble as he starts to buff up and hulk out. And it's actually no longer difficult terrain for you guys to get out because Calgadir literally just Kool-Aid Mans through
oh
there.
yeah!
Yes,
Yeah.
and he Kool-Aid
Yeah.
Mans out, landing on his feet, axe in his hands, to attack this kobold in front of him.
All right, first swing with the new Dragon Slayer. Come on.
Yes, there it
Ooh,
is. And
yeah.
bringing this mighty black axe down, you bring it down, severing the kobold's face, just cutting it in half. The kobold falling back, blood splattering everywhere, and he is indeed slain.
Very good first turn.
All right, Epius, you are covered in insects. It's disgusting, but you're pretty sure you heard a kobold die. That's one of the 11 or 13 or so kobold bodies you need, and it's just outside of that hole in front of you.
God, I'm getting out of this bug-infested hole. So I think that was, you said it's not double move anymore to get out?
No, it is just regular movement.
Okay, then he's going to go to there, and he's going to cast good old standby sleep on these 4.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let me go ahead and grab these.
That's a
kobolds
DC
here.
16.
Nicely, nicely done.
You don't need them to be in any specific condition, just dead, right?
Yeah, no. Yeah, just dead.
Okay. Just
Yeah,
making
okay,
sure.
so we're just looking for mass.
Yeah. Well, it's I
Okay.
literally need a pound of flesh. Yes, I don't need like the
Alright.
skeletal system. I just need. I'm putting
Perfect.
it together on wooden dowels.
Lord have mercy.
We
God, we
will
didn't-
have the meat.
Lord have mercy, is what I have to say. You guys are horrific murder hobos. Is it really murder, though, if it's evil, horrible kobolds? That's the question I have.
We were
right?
told to help people.
Yeah, we are helping our fellow man by ridding them of the kobold problem.
Yeah.
I think it's justified.
So, I want you to guess what's the kobold's will save. What's the kobold's will save? It's a -1. I'm going to tell you.
Oh.
So, 17! Oh!
Hey!
Oh, that kobold's still awake. Let's go! All right. This one, 2. That
Oh,
one's a
okay.
sleepy. That one's a sleepy. This one here, 10. All right. That one's a sleepy.
Okay.
So you watch as multiple kobolds start to drop down. Now, was that enough to hit the one... Ooh, that one's still awake. Now, was that enough to hit the one up on the edge here?
Let me see what the radius here is.
Yeah.
20 foot or 10 foot?
I want to say it's 20, but I could be wrong.
No, it's a 10-foot burst
10-foot
off of a
burst.
corner. So let's see if I can.
Can you get everybody?
No, I don't think I can.
Yeah, I think you can
It's
just get
only
all
those
these guys.
4?
So 2 of them pass out. The other 2 start screaming. They start screaming, Scale! No sleep! Bad guys here! Bad guys! And they just start freaking out and yelling at their compatriots who have started snoring loudly. But we are now... So Rikus, you had your turn because you fell through the hole. We're going to go back to the top of the round with Gris. Gris. You're standing, you have your bow in hand, you see multiple kobolds. What do you do?
I'm gonna start shooting.
I love it. I love it.
I'm gonna start shooting.
I started blasting.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's when I started blasting.
I'm gonna shoot this man right here. And come on. And I'm blessed, right? So that's
Yes,
plus
that is a
one.
+1 to attack. Yep.
All right. So let me check my numbers here. So that's gonna be. Come on. We're just gonna do that.
21 for 7. You draw back on your bow, letting loose the arrow. The arrow strikes the kobold, kind of just below where its heart would be, and it looks down, and it just hisses at you, just angrily. You know that should have been a kill shot, but it's not. So this kobold might be a little beefier than your average kobold. That's all I'm saying. It might be a little bit beefier, and it looks a little beefier. It looks like it might be wearing armor. You see this kind of twinkle of intelligence in its eyes as well. Anything else you'd like to do, Chris?
I would like to vocalize that. Of just, he's not dead, and I put that in his bread basket.
Yeah, put that in his bread basket. He should be dead, but he's not. That is disconcerting, to say the least.
Yeah, and that's me.
These ones look maybe a little beefier than you are
Chunky.
expecting. A little chunky. Next up, we have Lucas. Lucas, you're still up in the hole, but it's big enough now because Calgadir Kool-Aid Man through the hole, raged up. You can make your way out and do what you see fit.
Down in a hole. I don't know if I can be saved.
I was in a hole once.
Gonna move
Bring it
up
out.
as best I can.
Bones in it.
Lots of bones.
Can I see out?
There's bones in a hole.
Who would put man's bones in a hole? Terrible.
Who would put bones in a hole?
That's monsters.
If I could, would you?
Pretty much
If
every
you could,
society
would
ever.
Oh,
Oh, here comes the rooster.
Yeah, go for it.
Can I see this one?
Yes, you can. Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm gonna try to shoot through everybody.
Mhm.
We'll see if this is gonna be any good.
I believe.
I don't, but I can't really do
Oof.
anything. Yeah.
You
nope.
bring your crossbow to bear. You aim it almost like a rifle. As you let loose, the bolt goes flying. That kobold sees you aiming and ducks as it goes by. You watch as the other one is leaning towards his friend and ducks as it goes under, and then it embeds itself into this kind of rocky wall. Now, just to describe where these beefier kobolds are, those are about 5 feet up off the ground. There's a raised kind of platform, like a little ledge there. And you see that each of them is wielding they look to have javelins, like they're ready to toss at you. All right, next up is this kobold here who is he's feeling a little crazy. And you watch as he reaches onto his little belt that he has. And as he draws up, you see he has some sort of vial, some sort of bottle in his hand. And he takes it and he chucks it directly into this little fire pit that you see right here. And as it fumbles and kind of tumbles through the air, I want everyone to make either a perception check, or if you have knowledge alchemy, if you have alchemy, craft alchemy, anything like that, you can make it. Perception 12, no, 8, 27. Calgadir, that is a vial of oil. There's a vial of oil that he's just tossed onto that fire there. And as the vial of oil strikes the fire that's burning, this is where that kind of torchlight was emanating from, the vial breaks and bursts into this kind of flame that spawns out and is going to lick and kind of attack Elgadir, Rikus, and Gris. I need each of you to make reflex saves, please. You're looking for a DC 15 on this. DC 15. Okay. So if you make the DC, you're going to take half. If you don't make the DC, you're going to take full damage. It is 10 damage, full 5 damage, as the flames just kind of lick up. And what's horrible about this, it's almost kind of like sticky as it hits you and begins to smolder. So the next round, if you failed the reflex save, this is just Calgadir, you're going to take an additional D6 damage. All right, an additional D6 damage. I'm going to make a quick note on that here for you. With that, though, he's also going to pivot over to here, and he begins shouting down this hallway that's off to the kind of right-hand side from your perspectives. He starts screaming in Kobold, "Attackers! Attackers! We're under attack! Protect the younglings! Protect the little ones! The nest must be protected!" You start to hear other kobolds shouting and screaming from closer. You think probably towards the direction of that entrance where you attacked them earlier. This one here is very dead. This one here is going to take one of its javelins, and it looks down at the arrow, and it takes the javelin and pushes down, breaking the shaft of the arrow that's in its chest, and then it hisses at you. And the hiss, most kobolds have this kind of high-pitched, almost squeaky noise. This one is just a little bit deeper, and it roars back, rearing back with this javelin Launches it towards you, Griss. And let's see if he can manage to make a hit on you. 9. The javelin strikes into the ground right between your feet, and he just hisses at you again. That's all he can do. This one over here sees Kalgadir. He looks down for a moment at his fallen friend. He also brings a javelin up. As he brings it up, though, you see him take it and dip it down into some sort of vase or kind of like bowl that's below him, and you see this kind of black-green, almost sickly-looking substance in it. Then he chucks it at you as well, Kalgadir. Let's see if he can hit. It's a 12. Does a 12 hit you?
Yeah.
As the javelin strikes you in the shoulder, it doesn't cause you to recoil. I mean, it's still a kobold, but it embeds itself deep into your right shoulder, and it burns quite badly as it does so. You take only 5 damage, but I do need you to give a fortitude save, please. (22). You stave off the effects of this poison, but you can feel this burning, tingling sensation as it strikes, and this kobold also hisses at you. Kalgadir, you're up next.
Okay. Said it was about 5 feet to get up to those guys.
Yep. So you would move up. You would have to use 10 feet of movement to just kind of climb up, shimmy up this ledge. I won't make you make a climb check for it. If you want to do it in 5 feet, I'd make you make a climb check. But if you're willing to take the double movement, basically difficult terrain, you can do it standardly. You do have extra movement, so you can do so. Yeah.
Got 40 feet of movement, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get up in his face.
Okay.
And then proceed to do to him what I did to his little buddy.
Beautiful.
So let's.
Oh, hot damn! Does not confirm. Unfortunately, does not confirm. But as you bring the axe down, you see him take one of his javelins and try to block it. You chop right through the javelin, scraping across the front, actually cutting through his hide armor. The kobold recoils from it. You see blood splatter out from it, but he does not go down.
I would do minimum damage too.
That is unfortunate. Anything else, Kalgadir?
No, that's it.
Okay. This kobold here is going to... Well, he sees an opportunity. He's actually going to charge. He has this tiny wooden spear with almost like a rock or obsidian-looking head on it. And he's just charges towards Kalgadir, attempting to bury that spear into his side. That's a 5. It's a nat 1, actually. And he confirms. And as he charges forward, trying to strike into you, he actually trips over his friend and ends up prone right next to Kalgadir. That is what happens to him, unfortunately. Appius, you're up next.
Use hand to the apprentice. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to ask you, did you want that second reflex save on mine, or when it comes back around to the other guy? For the fire thing.
That's going to come back on his turn. I'll make you make the check. Yep. Just to keep things in track. Thank you for asking. Yeah.
He's going to hand the apprentice this one over here to try and finish up Griss's kill. 13 to hit for 5 damage.
13 as you strike out. Is that a touch attack or just a standard attack? As you
standard range.
Throw your sword at him. I believe it was a sword you carry on your hip. The sword flies out. The kobold with the javelin still in hand double hands it and knocks the sword to the side as the sword then flies back to your hand.
Okay.
This kobold here is snoozing quietly. Rikus, it's now back to you.
Okay. So it looks like my standard amount of movement, even taking 10 feet to get up here, I can still make it to this guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
And bear with me 1 second. I'm gonna go. I'm going to try to take a swing at him.
Yeah.
So.
14, you swing down. He again brings the javelin. Cha-ching! You hear steel against steel as he just kind of blocks that attack away from him, unfortunately.
You do have Bless turned on, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll get +1.
Just making sure.
Rukus! Rukus! We'll see you are dead! Rukus is king! Rukus! He starts screaming this name over and over again, almost like a threat towards you. This kobold here is also nippy-napping, and we are back to the top of the round with Griss. What would you like to do, my dude?
I'd like to try to finish off this one up here with Rikus.
Mhm,
So
mhm, mhm.
here, what's the corner? Yeah, that's within. So let's do. Click my little mech. Click my little mech. Some time today, please.
Just roll
Thank
20
you.
things.
Yeah. All right, we're going to shots, and that's point blank. So I believe. Oh God,
She's
and I'm
still
blessed
coned?
too.
She is. She started ripping out her fur again, so she's now
Oh,
back to being
no.
a cone kitty. But she's a kitty patootie.
6, I believe that is.
26 for 7. And you were shooting the same one that Rikus is attacking. Is that correct?
Yes.
Does the 16 hit as well? It's rapid shot.
16. Do you have precise shot?
Yeah, I have precision shot.
So that is a hit. So that is 11 and 7. So what's beautiful, Rikus, you run up, you attack him. He brings the javelin up to block your sword away, but as he is focused holding on you, you watch as an arrow strikes him in the chest, another one takes him in the neck, and then he drops down before you. So your distraction worked brilliantly, allowing Gris to take him out, which is glorious. Well done, Gris. And Rikus as well.
Good job, boy.
Very nice. Next up, we have from the cave where this kobold started shouting. This one right here. You can hear some additional kobolds seem to be running down the cave, and you watch as one appears right here, screaming and shouting. It seems like all of the kobolds might be starting to converge on this particular cavern that you find yourselves in. Lucas, you're up next.
All right, I'm gonna try to step over to here. Let's see, where was it? Oh no, I need to do a 5-foot step so I can reload and shoot. So I'll get right to here, and I'm just going to shoot straight across at this one.
Beautiful.
I'm not going to try to get into melee.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll save my spells. And
Ooh. Oh, does not confirm. So you go to fire, and as you fire, you watch as the bolt breaks in the crossbow. The bolt was faulty, maybe a weak shaft, as it were, and it splinters, but you manage to pull your face back so it doesn't splinter up into your eyes. You'll definitely have to talk to the Fletcher that put those bolts together at some point. Did a shoddy job on that. Anything else that you'd like to do, Lucas?
Oh, there's plenty I'd like to do. I just can't within the rules.
That's fair. That's fair. This kobold here, seeing his opportunity, is going to charge forward. And as he charges forward, he's actually going to provoke from Rikus. Now, Rikus, you are 5 feet up. You're attacking down, which gives you the high ground. Hashtag, don't do it, kobold. I have the high ground, but that's going to give you a +1 to attack as well.
Okay, cool.
You're getting an attack of opportunity against this kobold.
Let's
kill it. It's the chosen one.
and
You were supposed to end the kobold invasion, not join it.
Oh, don't worry. It'll come,
18
it'll come
for
in full
5.
circle.
As he's running forward, going, "Ow!" You bring your sword in this underhand strike, and he just runs right into it, splitting his skull in half, and he just collapses right before Gris. Beautiful.
Gris is definitely just like, fair play.
Love it. Love it. Next up, we have this one here who is engaged in combat with Kelgadir. He is kind of pivoting back and forth. He sees that axe. His eyes are almost solely locked in on this battle axe that you have, this mighty weapon, this dragon slayer. And he's weaving back and forth, but then he takes the javelin and goes to stab you in the gut with it. It's an 18. I believe that does hit. 18. Okay. Oh, boy. All right. So you take an additional 6 points of damage as he buries the javelin into your gut, pulling it out. Now, he didn't have a chance to dip it into the poison, so you're okay. That is still 6 points of damage to you. This one here has fallen. This one over here rounds the corner and says, "Kill them! Kill them all! We must protect the queen! We must protect the king! We must protect them all! No! For Razga! For Razga!" He starts screaming this name again, this Razga. He says it again, Razga, whoever that is.
Is he
Headache.
screaming it in Kobold?
He's screaming it in Kobold, yeah.
And so Rikus doesn't speak Kobold and will just yell out, "Does anybody know what Razka means?"
So, I don't know.
It's a name.
He's gonna get up to here, and he's gonna try to
Makes sense.
chuck a javelin at Calgadir. That is a 19,
Damn.
which does
Everybody's
hit.
going for it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Which does hit.
Dogpile.
4 damage to Calgadir as the javelin strikes you in your thigh. If you've ever seen Ace Ventura: Pet Detective When Nature Calls, think of that
It's in the
scene.
bone.
Yeah,
It's in the bone.
that is exactly it. This one back here is just going to round the corner, bringing in, and he's actually going to dive down and start kicking this one here, but that one is just fast asleep. Calgadir, you're feeling a little woozy,
Little
but
woozy.
also angry. What would you
Oh,
like to do?
definitely angry. But slowly and subtly, some of his wounds start to knit themselves back together.
Ooh.
Somebody took that rage power. Second win, let's go.
A little bit fast healing.
Oh yeah.
Well,
He's got-
for
he's
my
got rotary.
for my wonderful level 3 feat, I took a wonderful ability called Cleave.
Let's
Ah,
go.
I don't like that town.
You don't-
I
you
like
don't
it
go
when
to
it's on my
Cleveland?
side. Yeah, well, no
Like-
one really likes to go to Cleveland.
Like Finance Potato always says, I'm gonna take him to Cleveland.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And is that other guy's still prone, right?
Yes, he's prone, which would give you a +4 to attack.
Okay, cool. So as long as I
Plus,
hit
you have
first
the
one.
high ground as well.
Ooh.
So that's +5. You might want to start with him.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. All right, so we'll hit the prone guy first.
Yeah.
Or try to.
All right.
So 18.
18 is a hit for 15 damage. You just splorch him, and as you splorch him, you carry the axe through. You may make that cleave attack
Yeah.
upon the more powerful.
Oh.
14.
Oh.
Ah! He sees it coming, though, and just steps back, allowing your axe to fly. It just misses him by just a few, maybe an inch or so.
That's-
Very close.
That 14 is with the. Oh no,
With
'cause
bless.
you have a morale bonus in rage, right?
Yeah.
So my bless was a morale bonus. So
Yes, you're up next.
Epius is
Sorry.
going to ready to cast another sleep once this kobold moves up.
I love it. I love
If
it.
there's a big clump of them there, he'll cast a sleep when it moves up.
Beautiful. Beautiful. This one is now slain. This one here is still sleepy sleeps. This one over here sees his opportunity to chuck a javelin at Calgadir. Let's see what happens. They feel it. 7. The javelin goes wide. Javelin goes wide. Rikus, you're up next. What
All
do you
right.
got?
So I'm just gonna hop down here,
Mhm.
and we're gonna go over to this little dude over here,
Yeah,
and I'm gonna try to stab him in the face.
love it. He screams.
Nope.
Oof. 10.
I'm having luck tonight.
It goes wide. It goes wide. Rikus, from
That's
behind
okay.
that
That's-
kobold, you hear additional sounds of clawed feet and those high-pitched squeals. There's some additional kobolds making their way down that hallway.
Good. Then this is where I want to be.
This one is going to move over to here, which then activates
There's a
the
sleep.
ready to action of Epius. Make it happen.
So all 4 of these guys here.
So let's do it. Ooh, the kobold up on the roof there. He falls asleep. This kobold here. So he rolled a 1. The very sleepy kobold over yonder. Very
Sleep
sleepy
now.
kobold.
There we go.
And then the
Sleep
big
now.
one.
Are the
Very.
bigger ones
oh,
more
oh,
hit
hold on.
dice? Because it only gets 4 hit dice of creatures.
Yes, they are more hit dice. Yep.
Then,
So
then it targets the bigger hit dice first. So
Okay.
it goes from the. I assume they're 2s, so that'd go from 2 to 2.
Yep. Okay, so let me make his roll then really quick. Sorry. 10. Yes, so here's what we're going to have it play out as. The bigger ones both fall asleep. The 2 little ones are still awake. Okay?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Let me-
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah,
There's a
that's
certain number of
yeah.
hit dice. Yep. Mhm.
Yeah, no, I'm
Highest-
saying I'm pretty sure it's his highest hit dice go
Highest
down
first,
first.
yeah.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Yep. This one's going to round the corner. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to reveal to you, Rikus, a little bit more of this hallway. So you can
Ooh.
see what's down there for yourself.
Okay.
And that one's going to round the corner, and he has a little spear, but he can't quite get by his friend, but then he decides to push through, which does provoke an attack of opportunity. So tap
All
at
right. Come on now.
it. Kind of clamoring over him, I believe.
All right. here
Big
we
money,
go.
no whammies. Big money, no whammies.
Whammy.
Oof, oof, roll to confirm.
Alright.
19 does not confirm. He manages to climb over his friend. He goes to swing, and your sword just kind of clangs off the stonework of this partly worked, partly natural cave formation. And then he takes his spear and he attempts to stab you, but he misses wildly, having dodged your attack. This one here is a still sleepy kobold, and we are back to Gris, who, I don't know, seems like you're feeling pretty good about yourself right now, Gris.
I'm gonna go to here. I would like to take a shot at this guy.
Yeah,
Off of Calgadir.
do it up, do it up. That one's been the Kobold MVP, dare I say? That one's been the Kobold MVP.
Let me check. Is that?
Oh,
not the one.
yeah. I think we forgot. Yeah,
What did we forget?
the reflex save.
We
we
did, and that is good enough not to take an additional d6 damage, so you're good.
Okay, so that is also.
Thank you for your
within
honesty,
30
by
feet,
the way,
So
Calvin. I appreciate you.
that's going to be another big old one right there. So that's going to be. Yes, man.
Oh! That is a confirmed crit. Your arrow goes straight through the center of his head, right between his eyes. His neck snaps back. It cracks. You both brain pan him and break his neck in one swift blow, and that is a dead kobold, my good friend.
Pin him to the wall. Just
Boom.
Made him a
Dead.
unicorn.
Yes, he did. His mom said he could be anything when he grew up, so he decided to be a dead unicorn, and there we have it. All right. This kobold here is going to try to tag team Rikus for a possible critical hit. 21 confirms
21
Rikus.
confirms.
21 confirms. So you are taking a decent amount of damage here from this guy.
It'd be nice if I didn't suck.
7.
I know what I'm doing.
7 points of damage as he
Alright.
stabs
Hate you.
into your leg, just burying this obsidian flit-napped spear right into your leg, and he just kind of wiggles it back and forth, and it stings. It stings horribly as it cuts through your flesh, and it's also ruined your pants, which is probably even more terrible. But Lucas,
No.
go ahead, Rikus.
Well,
I've ripped my pants.
I am going
Thought everyone would be on his side.
grab my holy symbol and Milani, we need your blessings, and we will channel energy for 7 points of damage. And I have the selective channel feat, so none of the kobolds get this.
Oh, come on. Give me this one. Just give me this one.
So everybody gets 7 points of damage that has taken
Nice.
damage.
Nicely done. Nicely done. All right. Next up is this kobold here who is dead. This kobold back here. He sees his opportunity, rounds the corner, gets to there, sees Rikus, and is going to go ahead and try to chuck his spear at him. 18.
No.
Is that a hit? That is a miss. The spear goes wide. This one here is sleeping. This one here is going to pivot around and it's going to start kicking his friend. But his friend just does not stir. He just does not stir. Calgadir, you're up next.
Okay. Do I go and help Rikus, or do I just go lay into these two poor
Kill-
dumb bastards?
Kill the guys that are trying to wake up the other guys.
Yeah, that's probably the best idea.
Probably get
So,
to right here. Maybe take him to Cleveland. I don't know.
I can definitely get there and take them to Cleveland.
All right.
They should feel pain and misery just like everybody else.
In Cleveland.
Yeah, in Cleveland. Look, I went to Cleveland once. It was great. I was there for less than 20 hours.
And that was enough.
I got drunk, went to a metal concert. That was about it. All right, let's cleave. We'll go for the bottom guy first. So,
Yes.
oof.
Ooh, what do we got here? Oh, mama!
Max damage.
Oh, mama!
Next
So
damage.
imagine, if you will, that you just run up and just a swift, like with your run, it's a swift whoosh, like you were
Oh, yeah.
grinding up.
He's like got it back. He's like, you know, just fucking, what is it, American Psycho with this axe.
Yep,
It's just coming up.
Woof, and that kobold's head is just flying across the room. Super
Try the
dead.
attack into the second guy.
Yes. Oh, another max damage. Let's go.
Oh, man.
Into the one, head comes off. Into
Oh.
the second, head comes off.
Done.
And back on the follow through.
Done. I
Insane.
love it. Let's go.
Really lucky that they are
Oh.
both exactly the same height.
Oh my
Just-
god. Perfect.
Just biblical.
perfect.
Like a
Eppius.
baseball
Eppius.
hit,
It's
like a home run
wow.
hitter. Just
Wow.
Yeah.
Just the beautiful follow through. Beautiful follow through. I love it. I love it.
In a bunch of snoozy boys.
Oh yeah.
Eppius is moving over to there and casting Bull's Strength on Rikus, giving him a +4 enhancement bonus to Strength.
Let's go.
+2 attack and damage, boy.
Sleepy Kobold. Rikus, you're up next. +2 to attack and
All
damage.
right. Yeah, 1 second here. I'm just gonna set the buff.
That should be a drop down one, I believe.
Yeah,
the set of
I don't
buffs.
see. I don't see
Bull
Bull's
strength. It should.
it might not be in there, but it's just
Nah.
need to do.
Or fight.
just-
Let's see if there's
plus
another
four.
buff.
I'll just
doesn't-
add the enhancement strength here for now, and then when it
Yeah, put it in there. Just
You
remember
could
to put
just
that
pick
in.
Rage and rename it.
Yeah, if you want to.
Just-
That can totally work.
Well, no, because that gives Con and Will, I guess.
it's
but-
cool.
yeah.
I'm gonna attack this guy right in front of
Beautiful.
here.
Beautiful. I believe. Oh! Oh!
Nice.
Oh! Oh! Oh my god! You take your sword, instead of slashing, you just stab into his chest, and he's just and just dies. Just dead. Dead kobold. Beautifully done.
Lazily just
Yeah,
stabbing.
stabbity stab. Do you have cleave?
No, I do not.
That's alright.
Yet.
Beautiful. This one's dead. This one's dead. This one is sleeping. Gris, we're back to the top of the round with you, good sir.
All right. I would like to move to here,
All things considered, is going pretty well.
and I would like to shoot a little derpy right in front of me.
Mhm.
So we're gonna rapid shot that. So
Can't rapid shot after you move.
nope.
Yeah.
So then
That is
I'm
a
just
full round action.
Yep.
You could just
so
shoot.
We're just,
Could just
yep,
shoot. Yeah,
we're,
yeah, yeah,
we're
yeah.
just gonna shoot.
I love that
Yep.
that's all just max damage, max damage, max damage. It's been beautiful.
Solid hits too, not just barely hitting.
14. 14, unfortunately, is a miss. Unfortunately, is a miss.
Mm.
It's okay. It's
I tried.
okay.
I
He
tried.
was stabbing, you shot, it's kind of dark, it's a whole thing. But you did all right. You did all right. This one here is actually just going to kind of double down on Rikus, actually. But he misses terribly.
This time.
Lucas, you're up next.
All right. Lucas is going to 5, 10, 15, 20 crawling up here. Do I need to do any other checks for you? It's just been my last
No,
check.
no, just it's a double move. It's difficult terrain to climb up that little 5-foot incline. Yeah.
All right. And then is there cover here? Or no, it's just
No, it's just a little edge that was
Little-
raised
got a
up so that they kind of had the high ground against you. Yeah.
It's the high ground, and that's all you
All
need.
right, so that's all I need.
It's true.
All right, I've got a 40-foot shot, but I did not reload my crossbow last turn,
He's got to reload it.
so I got to reload it. So that's my
All right.
turn.
This little kobold here is going to chuck a javelin at. He's going to chuck a javelin at Rikus because he just killed one of his friends. 22.
That'll hit.
That
That'll
will
hit.
hit. You're going to take an additional 6 points of
Ooh.
damage, and
Nice.
I do need you to make a fortitude save on this one, unfortunately.
Uh-oh.
Okay. All right. Fortitude save. Yes, I am.
Ooh, you're good. You're totally good. It stings a little bit. You can smell this kind of sour scent that comes from the wound as it strikes you and just kind of nicks your side. And it does draw a little blood, but it doesn't actually affect you, which is good. This one's sleeping. This one is dead. Kalgadir, you're up next.
Alrighty. These guys are all still asleep.
Mhm.
I mean, since they're asleep, can I just move over them since they're small
Yeah,
creatures?
absolutely. Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
I've got to know. I'm gonna
just soft.
And then
hands
I'm
as
just
well.
just coup de grace. I'm just step on their necks as I'm
Yes.
walking through. Yeah. Yeah. Let's get up in this business up
Okay,
here.
okay.
Help out Rikus with a little choppity chop.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the guys are in a corner, so I can't take them to Cleveland. But get a nice, good 18.
Oh yeah, 18 for 20. That is a split in half kobold. The other one behind him actually lets out a yelp. Kind of noise.
And then
Covered in his friend's blood.
his wounds will once again slowly begin to heal.
Eppius, you're up next. Oh, is it one?
His
healing?
fast healing one, but
Yes, that's okay.
It's enough.
it's enough.
FPS is just gonna move. That's all he's got.
I love it. This kobold here is Sleeping Town. This kobold up here is at Sleep Town. Rikus, you're up next.
Yeah, so I'm gonna move past Calgadir here and come up so I can attack this guy.
Beautiful.
Yeah, he's busy
And-
trying to get his axe out of the other one's face. Just it's just stuck in there. I hate it. Hate when that happens.
It's a pain.
It's great when it goes all the way through, but then you got to get it out.
21 for 7. That does deal 7 damage, but it doesn't kill. You slash with your sword, cutting into his arm. He shrieks, but he maintains his grip on the spear that he's holding at this point. This kobold here is still sleeping. Griss, you're up next.
Ooh, okay. Through all the chaos, can I try to listen and hear if there's any more kobolds coming? Or if there's any
Actually.
around
You
here?
hear several more kobolds coming down this passageway. Now that Rikus is where he's at, he can see just a little bit more what's going on over here. There you go. They just look like normal kobolds. Nothing crazy.
And if Rikus sees that, he'll shout down 4 more.
So we either need to press or fall back and make them come to us.
I would say make them come to us. Bring them to us.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Lots of options.
I think, yeah. Let's. Can I kill this one that's right behind me? This big on the little step there. Can I just put one into him real quick while he's
So
sleeping?
you can attack him. He is flat-footed.
I think he could 5-foot and coup de grace.
You could 5-foot and coup de grace if you want to.
Yeah.
It would just be,
Yeah.
because you'd also be taking a negative because I assume he's prone.
Yeah, but honestly, I'm not gonna. I mean, he's right there. You could draw your arrow back and put it into his head
Yeah.
if you want to
Just
just coup de
yeah,
grace him.
Yeah.
just boot knife him.
Just because I seen the ones that were up top were tougher, I just want to
Yep,
put one
you
into
can
him.
totally coup de grace him.
be
Totally
done with
fine.
that.
Yep.
And
so we
then
have to fall back,
I would like
Yeah.
to then ready an action for if Calgadir and Rikus fall back.
That was your
anything
full?
that comes. Oh yeah, never mind.
Mhm.
That's me.
Mm-hmm. All right. Next up, we are going to have Lucas.
He looks like there's nothing really for me to shoot at right now. And he'll move over here and he'll ready an action. And if a kobold comes from this direction, he'll shoot at it for this turn.
Kobold's going to charge forward and is going to attempt to throw his spear at Rikus. A 19 misses.
Correct.
This kobold here is now boxed in. Anyone that speaks kobold can hear him shouting at the kobold behind him to say, no, fall back, you're blocking me in. They're too strong. But there's not much he could do, so he's just going to double down. And he's just going to go for it. 9 is a miss. 9 is a miss. This kobold here is in Sleepy Town. Calgadir, you're up next.
Yeah, because Snuff Guy's crammed in that little corner right there. Can't really get to anybody.
You could 5-foot in and attack.
I could 5-foot in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Yeah, we'll do that then.
Mhm.
Just to get us the breathing room to
Oh,
kind
yeah,
of
absolutely.
fall back. So let's smack this guy around the corner. 24 for 15.
That is enough to kill him. He's dead.
Cool.
Boom.
Yeah.
Axe right across his side, cutting open his face, his chest, and he collapses to the ground, bleeding out.
Yep. See, I still got movement. I should probably fall back.
Well, you
Yeah,
took a 5-foot.
Oh, yes, right. 5-foot. You're right. You're right.
Eppius, you're up next.
Coup de grace the red one.
That one is dead. This kobold here is going to move forward. He attempts to chuck his spear. Rikus goes wide. This kobold here charges all the way up to here and attempts to stab Rikus for a 20, which is a miss.
That's it. Provoke an attack of opportunity.
No, because he moved into a threatened square, not through it.
Not from it. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're absolutely right.
So this one here is going to move
that'll
up.
hit.
Also attempts. Does a 20 hit? I thought a 20 missed.
20 hits.
Oh, okay. Excellent. Well, then he will go ahead and roll some damage. He feels really good about his life. 4 damage from him.
Okay.
The last one gets a nat 20, which is what he needed to hit. Does not confirm, though. Does not confirm. You take an additional 2 points of damage on that nat 20. Yeah.
Rolled minimal.
Woo! He's going for it. All right, you are up next, Rikus.
All right, I'm just gonna. Let's see. I'm not a Pathfinder kid, guys. Is there a disengage action or
Withdrawal.
a
Withdrawal. You
yeah.
ignore the first 5 foot,
Mm-hmm.
so they don't get attack of opportunity, but you would have to move, so you could get away if you wanted to. You could withdraw.
Well, that's what they want me to do, so that's what I'm gonna do. Because right now, only 2 of us can fight them. I want everybody to be able to fight them. So yeah, Rikus will move back to there.
Beautiful. Beautiful. So Kobold here is in Sleepy Town. Gris, you are up next.
Seeing Rikus fall back, I'm going to ready an action to, if Calgadir falls back, any kobold that I see come around that corner, I want to put one into him.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, and next up is this kobold who is sleeping but dead, so we're going to delete him. Calgadir, you're up next.
Yeah, I mean, should disengage or fall back, and so we get out of the murder hole.
Yeah.
I will go here, and that'll be it.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. I don't think that one. Did I accidentally delete that one's initiative? I did. We're gonna get him back. All right. So next up is Epius,
Another coup de grace.
another dead kobold.
There you go. We're gonna get your corpses today.
I mean, that's 1, 2,
think
3,
so.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's enough. Plus extra. That's all I'm saying.
That's enough.
Yeah.
Better too much than too little.
This one's gonna
It's
move
true.
in and is gonna attempt to stab Rikus. 11 is a
Alligator could have
miss.
ruined a couple of them.
This one here is going to move
11
over and is going to chuck a spear at Calgadir. Oh!
Oh, come on.
Oh! You take 8 points of damage. That spear embeds itself in your tum-tum.
Not
This
good,
one's
but
going to chuck a spear at Rikus. Rolls a 17, which misses. This one here is going to move around, provoking an attack of opportunity from Rikus to get into position.
Should have went Steel Blood, then I
Alright,
would have
then.
frustrated them all.
13 is a miss. He's going to attempt to attack Calgadir for another nat 20. These apparently are the kobold of lore. They are going for it. You take another 7 points of damage, Calgadir. These kobolds are just roaring and screeching. They are ready to go. This was the final horde. These are the knights of the Kobold Den. Actually, these
the
are just
cavalry that fucking charge the light brigade.
yeah, these are just CR14 kobolds that are getting lucky. So, Rikus, you're up next.
All right, I'm gonna attack the guy that ran up here. And
Did I accidentally delete Lucas?
I'd say go for the second guy, and then I can get the first one, since I can't reach the second one.
you know what? That sounds like a plan. I'm gonna go for the second guy. Minimal damage, but 23 for 5.
That will play for the second guy, right? The guy behind.
Yeah.
That is a dead kobold. And also, Lucas, somehow your initiative got deleted. So, Lucas, go ahead and take your turn.
Yeah, what was all that about?
I don't know.
Christ.
All right, so there we go. Well, simply, let's keep it simple. We got people that are fighting; they're getting hurt. If my thing ever rolls, come on,
I believe.
I'm channeling energy.
Beautiful.
10
10
points.
10 points back to all the allies. I believe everyone's within range. Yes, they are. Beautifully positioned.
Just.
Beautifully positioned. Calgadir.
You're going chop.
Excuse me. Griss, you're up first.
Oh.
Griss, you're up first.
I'm going to shoot them.
There are.
Whip, Griss. The whip.
There's one here.
Um,
and you can see this one as well. If you actually 5 foot to here, you can actually see them both. You want to do
Alright.
that. And then
Yeah,
maybe
well-
make a full attack. Rapid shot.
Excuse me.
Gesundheit, Patrick.
So we will rapid shot. That is. And then. What is
I
that
believe.
one?
I believe. 13, 26 for 11 does hit, taking out the one all the way in the back. With 13, unfortunately, does miss. That does miss. Calgadir, though, he doesn't miss.
All right.
He hits hard.
Doesn't miss unless he's fighting his mortal enemy up here.
Oh, that is a miss, unfortunately.
You
That's
had
my
to
fault.
open your mouth.
That's
You
my
had
fault.
to open your mouth.
I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna
That should
happen.
be that should be a mulligan. That should be a mulligan.
I tried to bring him back down.
Yeah.
Oh, man sakes alive. Man sakes alive. Appius, you're up
Cut throat.
next. There is another kobold to be coup de grace. I imagine that in your mind you're counting 1, 2, 3, 4.
I just imagine him just going, I have a lovely bunch of coconuts.
That's
He's essentially just doing like a low level World of Warcraft quest at this point.
all right. This
you know,
one's
Yeah.
dead. This one is alive. It's gonna 5 foot in. It's gonna go for Rikus. It feels good about this. 23 is a hit.
That's gonna hit. It's gonna do it.
As a hit for 1d4 plus 1. You take 4 points of damage. This one in the back is slain. The one in front sees his opportunity. Is also going to try to go for Rikus. 14 is a miss. Rikus. There's 2 kobolds left. What are you going to do?
I am gonna go for the one in the back.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Ooh! The sword swips down, cutting off his lower jaw, kind of nicking into it. He just starts bleeding blood everywhere onto the floor. Who attacks a kobold with bones? Apparently Rikus does. He is super dead. Griss. There is 1 kobold still standing. There are no kobolds sleeping. Can you finish the kobold horde? Can you do it? I believe. 14 is a miss, unfortunately.
I don't believe.
It's not him. It's not Lucas. Lucas, you're up next. You see this kobold. He's covered in the blood of his friends. He's screeching, just loudly screeching the name over and over again. He's screaming, Roska, 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 for Roska. What do you do? If you're talking,
For
Patrick,
me,
you're
I got
muted.
it.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah. I don't have precise shot.
I believe.
I don't have point blank shot.
I believe.
He's going to load it up just to be safe, and he's just praying that he.
Milani, guide my bolt.
magic
Yeah.
bullet. Magic bullet.
Strike
Yeah.
true.
Let's see what we have.
Yes! Yes! Milani,
That
strike
was
true!
perfect.
He brings up the crossbow. You say a prayer to Milani, and you can hear the drums. Do you hear the kobold singing the songs of angry dragons? And then boom, the bolt flies true, strikes the kobold right in the neck, explodes out the backside, and he crumples to the ground, very dead.
Appius will speak up immediately. We either move on now to capitalize on our magic, or we fall back and capitalize on our victory.
Yeah, because
I say forward.
forward, yeah.
Quickly as the
Go.
fight began, it ends. And all you hear is the kind of scraping and screeching of what sounds like large rats coming from somewhere over this whole way up to the kind of the top part of this cave. And you hear what sounds like a whimpering, a crying coming from the little hole that is right here.
Well, we went from the high ground to the rest of Revenge of the Sith. So,
Yes.
but the Darth Vader, some kobold children.
How hurt are you? Do you need more healing?
I could use.
I wouldn't say no.
All right, so I'll do another. There's 8.
Nice.
I only have 2 of those left, guys.
Yeah.
So
Enough to go into a fight at full, though.
now let me know when Calgary goes exhausted, because I have.
I will as soon as. What?
Yeah, as soon as the fight's over.
Yeah.
I have a restoration thing called Restorative Touch, where I can get rid of the fatigued condition.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's handy. That's some
That's
party.
damn
Some
nice.
party unity.
Put your hands on
it is. I can do the
Put
touch.
your hands on him.
Put your hands
You
on him.
got the
Give him the touch.
Heal that boy.
Give
Heal
him
that
the
boy.
touch. Praise
Make
him.
it feel good.
So basically, once I see you're fatigued, I will go ahead and do that. You are no longer fatigued.
Onwards. Let's move.
As you move up to, I believe this room here is the battle plan.
Yep.
Okay. As you move into that room, so the wide steps have been carved into the rock in each of the tunnels that intersects with this large cave. A 5-foot wide circular pit is the chamber's only feature. It looks to be a well, likely the kobold's fresh water supply.
So
Well,
I kind of see this passageway to the left. I have a theory that this is what leads outside to the other entrance right here, but I want to check it first, just because I don't want us to get bushwhacked from behind.
Yeah.
I'm keeping drawn right here in case something.
Beautiful.
Seeing that we're committing to a final push, Effie's going to cast Mirror Image.
Ah, nice.
All right, so this is what you guys see. There is a caged area with a kind of a makeshift fence, but it was never broken apart. It was never opened, and there are 5 dire rats on the other side kind of scurrying around. They look angry and hungry and a little malnourished, but they are currently blocked by the gate that you see before you.
Big rats behind the gate.
We have no reason to put them down now.
Yeah, leave them.
Fair enough.
Oh, it's me.
Move this way.
That one we will kill. We will kill whatever one was making that noise.
Mickey Mouse, the dire rat. My God.
And
I mean, it's essentially-
It's Ricky Rouse.
There's something about a metaphor about that and Disney, just shoving his face and everything. It seems very right.
Oh boy. I just love
saying
to talk about your problems.
We investigated
go
the
first.
cave. Why did you shoot a rat 47 times?
Look, you had to have been there. You didn't know, man. You weren't there.
Yeah.
It was
You
coming
didn't-
right for us.
You didn't see what we saw.
Who's going
Sprinkle-
first?
Give him a knife, sprinkle some
I'll
crack
go
on him.
first.
As you run around the corner, you hear what sounds like the whimpering of not kobold children, but of humanoid children, perhaps young adults. And as you round the corner, you see 3 human males, some young adults, 2 children. So a young adult, maybe like 14 or 15, and then 2 children. They appear to have been chained to the wall like slaves, and they're blindfolded and gagged, but they are whimpering behind these gags. So the kobolds
These-
apparently had captured some of the local town's children. But
Well,
what's
he's
not heard about that?
interesting is no one said anything about that.
I was just about to ask.
Did they detect his magic?
They
Yeah, it's
do detect his magic.
Illusion.
They detect his
Alteration.
illusion. Yes.
that's bait.
They're not humans. Or at least if they are, they're humans behind a human illusion for some reason.
Ooh.
And as you mentioned that, the shackles break free, and you watch as each of these apparent human children transform into these kind of angry and larger than normal looking kobolds, and they hiss. And as they hiss at you, they actually speak in almost perfect common. The jig is up! Kill them! And
Jig is up.
we're gonna have everyone roll initiative, and we're gonna drop into some new
I
combat.
didn't know they're from the 1920s. The fixes in and the noodles are boiling in the pot. Boiling.
They got us, boys. The jig is up.
The jig is up!
Jig is up, boys. It's
And that's the only thing I could think
Cheese
of,
it.
and it just
Cheese
sounded
it.
hilarious in my head. So it just sounded
All right,
hilarious
here
in
we
my
go
head.
Scatter.
for-
I'm going last where the clerics are supposed to go.
No, you're going before me.
Do, 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 do.
Oh boy, here we go.
That is very
Why did
much
it put me
not
on
cash money.
The front. With
Oh,
my
I'll
5.
fix it. I'll fix it.
It is most certainly not stonks.
This is 100% not cash money, my dudes.
Just hold the bone. Hold the.
Kobold Barbarian. That's disconcerting.
Oh, you'll be fine.
Oh,
Maybe.
wait, whoa, what?
It's disconcerting. I'm just saying.
Can we maybe have like a timeout? Maybe we could talk.
Can we
this out?
take a quick breaky poo? Maybe.
Like we could talk with words.
We could talk with our words, and then we don't have to kill each other.
What if we settle this with a freestyle rap battle?
This
I mean,
kobold. Go ahead, Chris. You had something to say. I'm sorry.
It's like I have bones, you have bones. We don't need.
We're basically the same person. We should just be friends. It'll be fine. We all have the bones. It'll be great.
Just roll the bones.
All right, this barbarian here, the chains, which were illusion, they seem to just shatter into kind of glass. He's going to round the corner, almost charging, and he is wielding this horrible spiked club. And his muscles bulge out. He runs forward just to smack you in the face with this club.
Nope.
14 is a miss. 14 is a miss.
Shield up.
Yep, and just clang, and your arm goes a little numb from the hard hit. And this one is actually screaming a different name. This one is screaming Corgi! For Corgi! For Corgi! Just screaming it over and over, but in common, so you understand that it's for Corgi. Which is cool, I guess. Let's see here. Next up, we have Rikus.
I'm gonna try to confuse the kobold. We're like, wait, you know Kurgi? No, I'm just gonna swing at him. Let's fuck this guy.
He's a nice guy. I know Kirk. He's nice.
Oh boy, 24 for 10. That hits for 10. Yeah, it hits for 10. He's not happy about it. But he's doing okay. All right. Next up, we have Kalgadir.
Yep. So he's not going to take any, shit from some imposter barbarian. He's going to
barbarians.
Wannabe. Yeah, he's going to show him how they do it in the
Show them how it's done.
Five Kings Mountains. Let's see.
I believe.
Yeah.
Come here, lizard boy.
18 for 12 is a solid blow.
I keep saying I grew up right next to the Five Kings Mountains. Nobody does anything there.
This one here is going to squeeze through, getting over to here. And he's going to swing at you for 18, which is a hit. And you take a whopping 9 points of damage as he bashes into your shoulder. Gris, you're up next.
Focus down the one that we've heard already. It's fucking
just screaming.
Am I able to see the or is the rock in the way for that kobold that just came behind?
That one right here. That one. The rock is in the way of that one for you right now, unless you positioned yourself here.
Okay. I'm just gonna shoot this one since he's taking some damage.
I think that's a great idea.
It's not worth moving to not rapid shot.
Yep. So it's a standard shot for kobolds. Are we still blessed or that?
Yeah,
3 minutes. Yeah, you'd still be blessed. You just pressed right on. Yeah.
That's why I did it.
good suggestion.
Schmack.
20 for 13. Solid blow into him. It should have been a kill shot, but he's still standing, and he looks angrier. Is what you're saying?
You didn't rapid shot?
He looks angry.
No, I didn't rapid shot.
Okay.
This kobold here is going to move over to here, screaming all wild-like.
Oh,
He attacks for a 10 because he rolled the ever-impressive 2. Ever-impressive 2. Lucas,
you
up
had
next.
to do that. Ruined what I wanted to do.
Yeah, because screw you, that's why. I
I
got you.
Man. Well.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez. Oh, man. Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez, man. I don't know what I was going to do.
Just got to use my rods of climbing.
We're in some real pretty shit now, man.
Oh, man. Oh, jeez, Rick.
Let's get your shut-
Oh, jeez, Rikus. Oh, man.
All right, so
We're all dead.
I see this barbarian, this hulked out kobold attack our ranger.
You do.
Probably doesn't have really good. So I'm going to reach out, grab my holy symbol again, reach out, touch our ranger on the back,
Ooh.
with Shield of Faith, which gives him a +2 deflection bonus to his AC.
Let's go.
So you now have that.
Nice. Epius, you're up
AC is too high.
next.
Going to 5-foot step to here and then angle a color spray as such to catch the
Love
catch the
it.
kobold. Give me a will save. It's DC 16.
Ooh!
Ah, damn.
Ooh!
Nothing.
Nothing. Just the
Whoosh.
color washes over him. The kobold just kind of shakes his head. Just very barbaric, very just bestial in his features. Yeah.
For that 1 second, he's got a mane of golden hair, and he just shakes it like a Pantene commercial.
This one here is gonna go. He's gonna go hog wild on you. 26 is a hit.
Yeah.
Rikus, you take a whopping 7 points of damage. Oh, I know. They're getting you.
Minimum damage.
Rikus, you're up next.
All right. Well, tit for tat. I'm gonna go back and
Love
He is going to go hog wild.
Oh, 12 points of
Only took the
damage.
12.
As you bring your sword, you slash into his chest. It cuts open his stomach. Part of his intestine spills out, and he looks down at it, and he just roars at you. He should be dead, but he is still standing. So that's
Why
a
isn't
thing.
he dead?
Why is he not dead? Oh, man. Calgadir, you're up next.
Yeah, let's try and finish this one fucker off.
Oh, hot fucking damn. It's -11. -25. Is that the one that Rikus had attacked?
Yeah, it's the one in front of him.
All right, so that one is super dead. Yes, that one is super dead. I love it. All right, let me go ahead and take it back. So as you bring your axe down, you cut off his arm. His blood starts to spill out of his arm, and he looks down, and he goes to roar, and then just collapses into a pile of dead kobold. By the way, Epius, you might want to use these kobolds for the golem. They seem a little beefier, just saying. If you need a pound of flesh, maybe these ones. Just throwing it out there.
I'm gonna try and take a step up, 5-foot shift, whatever, just so I can.
Yeah. This one
Intercept
here
that
is going to go
turn.
wild 22. He is going to deal 11 points of damage to Calgadir. Just whacks into him. Grist, it's your turn.
I'm gonna rapid shot the one that just came and
I would recommend 5-foot stepping back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Otherwise,
So-
he's going to get a whack at you.
and then I cannot rapid shot from that.
No, you can run
No,
shot for
with
5
5
foot.
foot step.
Yep,
Oh,
yep,
for
yep.
5
Yeah,
foot.
just not with a move, I think.
Okay. And so that's going to.
Yeah,
be-
anytime you everybody has a 5-foot movement, no matter what.
No.
Ooh, possible critical miss, but the 17 does hit. Roll that first attack again.
Okay.
So just roll the same macro again.
Does the crit confirm not just work for the?
Oh no, you have the crit confirm right there. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the 22. Yeah, so then that is not a confirmed crit. The arrow does plink off the stone, but that second arrow does strike him in the gut, dealing some damage, but he just seems to ignore it. And he's going to 5-foot up, and he is going to try to double hand 21, which is a hit on you, for 9 points of damage against Griss. He is just all about bopping you on
Does
the head.
the +2 deflection, does that do anything? for
That
me?
gives you a 19,
Increases your AC by 2.
but unfortunately
Okay.
21 still does hit, so
Ah.
he
Still
just
hits you.
bumps on you. Lucas,
That's
you're up next.
9, you said?
All right. So Lucas is like, oh my god. Since he hadn't pulled the weapon out yet, he's going to pull out his Morning Star,
Holy moly.
and then
Melee combat,
Yes,
unacceptable.
yeah, I know.
Everybody's got to get their hands dirty on this one, I think.
And then I guess he better pull out his buckler just to be safe. So that gets him up to that. And then he will swing on this little dude in front of him. Let's see how. Big numbers, no whammies. And yeah,
swing
right
and a
off.
miss. Epius, you're up next.
Oh, that would have been.
These ones seem durable enough. Epius is going to burn his arcane bond and smack Calgadir on the back with bull's strength.
Beautiful.
Oh boy.
These ones seem to have enough health.
Beautiful. Rikus, you're up next.
All right. I'm going to try to take some of the heat off of Grist, and I'm going to attack the.
Hip.
I'm going to attack the kobold down here. There we go.
Oh, nice. For
25 for
11
11.
damage, you slash into him. He doesn't show any sign of distress, just takes it like a champ. Takes it like a champ. Calgadir, you're up next.
All right. So I'm going to first do my
Epis is also actually going to withdraw. Do you mind if I just walk out of the room?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
No, you would provoke from this guy as you pass.
I would provoke. That's fine. I have mirror image up.
Okay, perfect. He's going to take his attack of opportunity for 15 as a hit.
Hit. Roll a 1d5.
D5.
One hits me.
5 hits
Yes.
one of your mirror images. Nice. And Calgadir, what do you got?
Okay. See, bull strength is what? +4 strength?
Yep,
four.
+2 to attack and damage. Mhm.
Okay. Oh.
A little bit more for him because he's two-handing, I think.
+3 to a damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay. So 2, 2, 3. Okay. Just to keep in mind when I roll, smack this guy. So 26 for 18.
Yes, that is a solid blow. Solid blow. Still standing. He is double-handing his great club, drops it, and you see him take on these more bestial-like features. His fur starts to grow between his scales, and his fingers and talons seem to grow a little bit more claw-like, and then he just starts to try to pounce on you like a bestial animal of some sort. We got a 17, possible crit miss, not a confirmed crit miss, and a bite. The 13 is a 13 hit.
Let's see. It should. Yeah.
All right, so you take from the claw, and then the bite deals 9 points. You take a total of 15 points of damage from this guy, and he seems a little bit more bestial, a little bit more angry in this moment. A little bit more bestial and angry.
Got steel blood.
Scary kobold, scary kobold. All right, Gris, you're up next. This one wants your bones. He wants
He
them.
does. He does want my
I will
bones.
eat your bones. Sacrifice
no.
them. Ah!
Not his
Ooh.
bones.
I know. I'm
5
going.
foot step back and rapid shot.
I love it.
So
Beautiful, beautifully done, beautifully done.
Always gotta make sure my numbers.
Let's go, let's go.
Plink plink.
I believe. There we go. 14 and 9 for 23 points of damage. This first arrow strikes him in the gut. He roars. The second arrow strikes him where you think his tiny kobold heart is, and he should be dead, but he is still standing. He is still standing somehow. And he starts to just roar and look super, super angry in this moment.
It's just upsot.
It's now his turn. He is staggered, but he sees a Rikus, and he's just going to swing on him for an 18, which is a miss.
No.
That's a miss. Lucas, you're up next.
Oh, Lucas he's not liking this.
Smack him.
He's
Give him
just-
a little swick, a little
he
swack.
he doesn't know what to do. When you're nervous, just you lash out and
Bam.
you don't do a damn thing.
The good news is you don't critical miss. Bad news is that is a miss. Epius, you're in the corner. I need you to give me a perception check.
No.
All right,
No.
excellent. Excellent.
Can I see far enough down to here? Do I have line of sight on that?
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
All right, he's going to hand the apprentice on that one.
All right.
Nothing.
Oof. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. All right.
I don't like that they're named guys here. Let's not.
No, probably fine. All
I
right.
want the title of the glib.
For rounding the corner, you don't see it, but a
That's a goddamn
velociraptor. A velociraptor comes rounding the corner
Oh no.
and lunges towards you, my
It's-
friend. Lunges towards you.
Ah!
And he does have pounce. He does have pounce, so he's gonna
You're
make
a-
a couple attack rolls here.
Oh, and
You're the
fucking
bad
Nighttail the
man.
Glib's gonna let those fucking rats out.
15 plus he
You're a
gets
bad
2
man.
claws, 22, and a 20. So we got to roll
All hits.
1d4. First attack is a 3.
Miss.
That's a hit. And then I have 1d3 left, right?
Yeah, 1d3.
That's a miss. All right, so he only gets 1 hit in.
I have one image left, I believe. No, 2 images left.
You take a whopping 5 points of damage.
Ah.
And from around the corner, you hear the skittering of rats, which is a thing. So let me go ahead and just roll those bad boys into the initiative here.
Well, it's nice knowing you, boys.
Well, you know, all things considered, I think you guys are doing okay.
Should have thrown an alchemist fire in there with those rats.
All
Maybe they're on
right,
our side.
Rikus, you're up next, my dude.
All right, I got to get this guy, this big burly boy, out of the way here.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I believe. Boom! You slash into him. It is a kill shot, and he collapses to the ground, super dead. Kalgadir!
All right,
So
Jagadir is
bad.
going to do. He's going to, speak his love language.
Oh! Oh! That's a solid
God.
blow, but he's still
Lord.
standing. He's
Oh,
still
for
standing. He's
fuck's
still up.
sake.
He's still up, and he's just like, "Ah!" He looks more bear than kobold in this moment. He
What
is
are the
just very
freaking
bestial.
combined hit dice in all these encounters, man?
Oh my
God.
god. So many. So many. Until the glib did his thing. The kobold barbarian is going to full attack on Kalgadir. 10 is a miss. 16 is a hit. 25 is a hit.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Should have channeled.
No, I should have. I
take
should have
a
played.
whopping
Steel Blood
18
instead.
points of damage.
Oh,
Just
no.
savages you. And just like jumps on
That's
him
not good.
like he is some sort of just ravenous monster.
Yeah, that's not
Bear
great.
just mauls him. Just mauls him. Gris, you watch as Kalgadir takes 18 points of damage. He is mauled, and I believe that drops you to negatives. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah,
All right, you're at -6. Does that knock you unconscious? Do you have Die Hard?
I do not have Die Hard. However, I am still raging while unconscious.
All right, he drops unconscious. You see as his kobold just pounces onto him, but that kobold looks very close to death. That's all I'm going to say. Is he looks
I'm
very
rapid
close to
shotting
death.
him.
I think that is a great use of your time. Boomski!
Boom.
Oh, he is savaging as he looks up. You take the arrow and just like a foot from his face, just thunk, and it's just foop through the head. He goes to roar, and you put one through his eye, and he drops to the ground, and he's super unconscious and dead, which is great. Which is great. Next up is Lucas. Lucas, things are looking a little over in the corner there. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna run over here and do my channel. Oh, wait a minute. That was the wrong thing. My bad.
I believe. 9 points of
9.
Damage back. Kalgadir, you see Valhalla. You see the afterlife. And then you're like, fuck that shit. There's more kobolds to kill, and you come back to life.
I'm not done yet.
I love it. I love it. Appius, there is a velociraptor next to you.
I'm back.
There's also a horde of rats. And I have one spell left that'll save me.
By the
So-
way, Gris, take that 9 points.
Oh,
If
I
you
get
do
9
it.
points as well.
Yeah, everybody.
Everybody
Oh.
does.
Nice.
I only got one of those left.
That was clutch.
So
He's going to take a withdrawal action and
Good choice.
move
Good
only to there.
Good choice. Good choice. All right, we are back to the top of the round. Screech, 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 screech. This one's just gonna screech over to there. Hack is going to round the corner and is gonna go for a certain guy. It's 1d2 at this point, right?
Yep, 1d2.
12 does 12 hit?
12 does hit.
Oh my god.
12 does hit.
Oh, he
That's a hit.
manages to get the hit in. He takes 7 points of damage as he bites into you. This guy is gonna round the corner up to here. This dire rat is gonna round the corner over to here. Rikus, there's a velociraptor. What do you want to do about that?
I'm
I think this is probably like the first time Rikus has ever seen such an exotic animal. I'm just,
It's so pretty.
what is that? Well, it'll bleed. I'll shift down here and I will attack the Velociraptor.
World Star.
Unsa.
Ugh.
Ooh, swing and a miss.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate.
I can't win them all.
All right.
I've been on a pretty good run, so it was due for one.
All right.
I don't know how that goes.
And plus, let's see. And then let me double check something here. Okay,
You
perfect.
get any of
All
that
right.
alchemist fire?
So, I'm not going to
Do
make
have
anyone
it.
make a perception check. But you smell smoke. And what smells like burning flesh. Just FYI. Burning fur as well.
Oh no.
Kelgadir, you are conscious, but feeling a little woozy.
Yeah, I'm gonna take out a yield potion of cure moderate and
I like that.
pound
Good
that,
choice.
pound that, pound that.
Just knock that one back. Knock that one back. I like that. I like
It's
that.
what 2d8 plus 1.
2d8 plus
8 plus
3.
Plus
3.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Plus
12
There we go. That's
whole,
not bad. Not bad. That's
12
good.
whole
That's good.
HPs plus I get the one back from being angry.
So,
Are you fatigued?
No, I'm still raging. We're still in
I
combat.
want to
Okay.
explain something to you. This dire rat rounds the corner, and you all realize that the smell of burning hair and flesh is because this dire rat is on fire. So just
Oh man.
do with that as you see fit.
It's rat bombs.
Yep. And yeah, that's the thing. I
That's not nice.
mean, it's not great. I'll
That's
say that
that's
much.
mean. It's a mean
You're-
thing to do.
It's a
You're very mean.
mean thing
very
to do.
Mean.
Just
You're a mean man.
a mean man. All right, and Gris, you're up next.
I'm just gonna rapid shot this Velociraptor.
I think that's a great idea.
Please.
It's going to be.
Oh, he's right on him though.
Oh yeah, he's gonna take 8. He's gonna eat AOO. So he could 5 foot diagonally down.
Yeah, we'll do that. There. Rapid.
Just let the wizard tank for you.
He's got it. He'll be fine. Look at him. Look at his strong bones. It's just so strong.
So many bones, so strong, so swift.
So Zeb, you were talking mad shit about taking on
1-6
animals
for
earlier. How
11,
about you
which is amazing.
go karate
And a
chop that thing?
15 does miss, unfortunately. Does miss. It does miss. Lucas, you're up next.
I'm debating what I need to do here.
If you ready, I can step out of the way on my turn, and you can step up.
Well, I'm thinking I want him to step up.
That's fair.
Take
But I'm gonna
that
have to leave
spot.
either way. I'm not
You're
gonna
need to
live.
leave.
Yeah.
No, you need to get at
You're
it.
gonna need to leave. Want a 5 back here. So get. Well, nope. That would. Well, no, he could go back that way. It's just.
I can withdraw.
I'll hold. Which way are you going, Epius? Put it that way.
Straight back.
Straight back. Okay, I'll hold. For him, just switch us in order.
All right, next up is Epius.
So.
Epius is going to do a full round withdraw action
Beautiful.
and move back 3 squares, but I can't. Roll 20's having a shit.
Yeah,
So it's moving back to the rock.
done. Lucas,
There we go.
your delayed action.
All right, I'm going
Clever
to use
girl. That's
a defense ability. A defense ability that I have for my domains called
Okay.
Deflection Aura. This will unfortunately not affect you, Gris, because you already have a +2 deflection bonus from that spell. Everybody else though gets +2 to their AC.
That is fantastic. That is fantastic. Rounding the corner is a dire rat. The dire rat gets into the center of this area, right there. It does provoke an attack of opportunity from Rikus as he passes by.
Okay, let's do this.
That is a critical hit. The rat dies and smolders on the ground there, burning.
I think as it comes around, like almost like an instinctual thing, Rex is just like, ah!
Can I
It just like smashes it, but it
can I make
realizes
some kind
it's
of knowledge
the
check
rat.
to figure out what these things are?
Yeah, absolutely.
The
Absolutely.
flaming dire rats.
They are flaming
Ooh.
dire rats. They are on
Oh.
fire.
They literally got lit on fire.
Literally, somebody lit them on fire and then said, go that way. And the rats were like, and they're just on
They
fire.
listened. Impressive.
Yeah.
Somebody
I-
picked a rat up and held a bic and just.
This
Go,
one's
go,
going to
go,
move to here and is going to swing at Rikus. Probably going to miss. 13 is a miss. It then explodes. And I need everyone to make a reflex
Oh.
save. DC 12.
I knew you were gonna do
Everybody,
that.
even me, who's back here.
No, just everyone in 5 foot of that.
Okay.
So
Oh.
no Calgadir.
Thankfully.
DC 12. DC 12.
Oh,
Rikus did 11. unfortunately.
All right. That is
Yeah.
3 points of fire damage. Not so bad. You watch as the fire licks up the raptor, but doesn't seem to do any damage to it.
So
that
who
rat
takes
is
the
dead
damage?
though, right?
Oh, the rat's super dead. Super
Okay,
Who
dead.
takes that damage?
This one's going to round the corner, go to the exact same spot as the other rat was, and attempt to attack Rikus.
Who takes that damage?
9 is a
Just
miss.
The person who fails.
No, everyone in the radius. It literally explodes like an alchemist fire kind of thing.
Okay,
what
so
if-
the
what if-
16 didn't save.
if we
16
save?
saves. 16 saves. Your
So
DC
that
was
is
12. DC was 12.
So I get a 1.
No, you take no
Okay.
damage. If you save, you take no
Okay.
damage.
Okay. Thank
Yep.
you, sir.
And this one goes, tries to attack, and then also explodes. Everyone give a reflex save.
Come on!
Oh, Zeb, come on, baby.
Zeb.
Good at those, too.
Yeah,
You take 1
baby.
damage, Zeb. 1 fire damage. Not so bad. Not so bad. Not so bad. This guy here is going to full attack on Rikus. 12 is miss.
That's
21 is a miss.
That's a miss.
22 is a hit.
Guy?
That's a hit.
Which
You
guy?
take a whopping 7 points of damage as he bites into you.
Man, he rolled min damage.
Rikus, you're up next.
Okay. Rikus is going to retaliate against the Velociraptor. Hopefully this time.
Oh!
22 for 6.
You take your
Ooh.
sword, slash, you chop off its left hand claw, and then bring your sword and stab up into its neck, and it collapses to the ground. From somewhere deeper in the cave, you hear someone screech in anger and frustration.
Haha, your friend's dead.
Calgary, you're up next.
Oh, why did it on where? Help our reset. So I reread Raging Vitality, and I'm mad at myself because I'm supposed to have, when I rage, a +6 to con, not a +4, and I haven't been doing
Oh
that.
my god, that's
Oh,
huge.
man.
Yeah, yeah.
2 more
well,
points
That's,
per
you know,
level.
it's still. So I think it was it like 16.
I think he might have stayed up. He might have been staggered there.
Yeah. No, I think I still went
I
down.
thought you were
Okay.
-6. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, whatever. It's fine. Okay. So having spent the second to drink his sweet, delicious snack while everyone else got frag grenaded by rats.
Gotta keep things interesting. Just like
Yeah,
this
you got to
game.
keep things
Look at this
interesting. I
game.
mean,
Look at her face.
so we still got the one in the hallway. I think he might move up to here, and then he's gonna stand there and wait.
I like
he's
it.
not gonna run there with exploding rats. That just seems silly.
Yeah, you hear running that appears to disappear deeper into the cavern.
There's another one up there. The rats
This
aren't
one-
a danger.
This one's gonna run to here and attempt to attack Rikus. 7's a miss, and then it
it's
explodes.
just blow up.
Calgadir and Rikus, give us reflex saves.
Should just stayed where
You're
it
good.
was.
And you're good. 12 was the DC. You guys are fine.
All right,
Epius,
we
you're
gotta get
next.
whoever that was.
Somebody's
He's
running
gonna
away.
move
huh?
up, but not too far. That's all I'm gonna do.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful. All right, Lucas.
All right, I've got my Morning Star and my buckler, and 5, 10, 15. I will go to there. Why is the dinosaur way back here?
Oh, it was in the spot that the rat needed to be in, so we just moved it.
Yeah, just
Oh, okay.
deleted. I'm deleting. I got it.
All right. I've got 20 feet of movement. Then I'm going to do 5, 10, 15, 20. That's my full double move. With my half elven vision, I'm looking around.
Beautiful, beautiful. You don't see anything right now. You don't see anything. All right, Rikus.
All right. So 1, 2, right here. I'll come up here. I'm going to take my full double move, and since I heard it going deeper into the cave, this is where I'm assuming that they're going.
Yeah, Calgadir.
Right. I believe I'm the fastest boy.
Yep.
You're swift.
that-
You're the swiftest.
That
so
tracks.
that's easy to track. So I'm gonna double move. to. I won't go all. I'll stay here around the corner.
You see this fine-looking gentleman.
There's an asshole over here.
Aha!
So he will make sure to shout that back in his booming voice that he sees one times asshole.
He's just booking it.
Yeah, he's booking it.
Running past his dead friends, just shit.
Chris, you're up next.
The joke's on him. If he's going to hide with all the children, it's not going to stop me.
Oh god, the
I'm gonna
Velociraptor
double
was my
move
biggest
to
gun.
Here.
That was supposed to win, and it didn't. Oh shit!
When you think about how little time passes, like in a combat round, like it was literally like all the rats in the Velociraptor ran around the corner, boom, 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 slash, death scream of Velociraptor, and just
Guys, like, I'm out. I'm done.
Holding his leather dress as he's running, just shit. Go.
No, we should be able. I argue we should be
Did
able to
you
track him. We should be able to track him easily. There's a brown line
Yeah, I
leading
moved.
all the way
I
to
moved.
him.
I double
The
move.
smell of urine and feces all through the cavern. Yeah,
Double move to there.
beautiful. All right, and Lucas.
We're gonna move. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And that's as far as I can go. Next.
Next up, we have in the initiative, we have none other than Rikus.
all right. I'm gonna take a double move down to here.
Done the here. All right, and Kalgadir. I just have to say her name that
Alright.
way. This
Yes.
is it's tradition.
I do this with every barbarian. What is it? I had used to have Grimnir, son of Grim, and so the DM literally made my character's name Grimnir, son of Grim. So on my token, it was like that far.
Oh,
It's so yeah, it was funny. Anyway, another 80 feet.
Where does that
So
get
where
you?
Rikus is going. That gets me. I can get right up to the entrance, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to get to where I should go. Yeah, I don't want to blindly charge into a fuck. Yeah, fuck it, Calcadir would. All right.
We're all gonna
Yeah. All right. So I can put me right about there.
Cool. Give me a perception check.
So Rikus just sees Calcadir's Terminator.
Yeah.
Perception.
just like turn back. He seems upset.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, you run right to that point, and you're focused on the kobold who has stopped, turned, and is holding a spear. And as you go to step on the floor in front of you there, it gives way, and you fall into an unfortunate trap, as it were. And yeah, so you're gonna take some falling damage, and you're also gonna take some rubble damage as you fall down. As you fall down.
Okay.
You
no
fall down
reflex save.
20. Nope. Hold on one second. Let me double check something here. Yes, there's a reflex save. Make a reflex save, please.
Okay.
Please.
It was much bigger than the hole than I would.
Oof. Dang, not good enough, unfortunately. So, you take 7 points of falling damage, and the rocks get an attack roll against you. 24 is a hit.
They've all got like baseball bats
For
and stuff.
14 additional damage, and you are now
Goddamn.
in a hole 20 feet down.
Oh,
14
great.
additional damage in a hole 20 feet down,
I'm unconscious again.
unconscious.
That
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah, it does. It does. It does.
That
Just
really sucks.
put
As is tradition.
Just do one of these, and there's kind of like a little hole in the cavern there. Unfortunately, the glib. You hear this cackling, and you hear in pretty perfect common, "Stupid human," and it continues to run off. Tricksy devils. Tricksy devils. And with that, honestly, I'd say we're out of combat. I would say we're out of combat at that point because she's going to continue
Let's
to scurry
recover
off.
Calgadir and withdraw.
You've got to recover Calgadir and probably fall
Yeah.
back at this point.
Why?
But Or you could recover Calgadir, heal him up, and then press on. It's up to you. But you guys round the corner. You see that Calgadir is in a hole covered with some rocks and unconscious.
Oh,
In a hole, and I don't know if he can be saved.
well,
It'll be
I'm-
easiest to just me channel energy. Anybody else need healing? Yes, apparently.
I mean,
Yeah, okay, so here we go. Oh, only 4. Everybody gets
that's
4.
enough.
That puts me up.
It's easier to crawl out when you're mobile. Than...
Winter conscious, yeah. It's just about 20 feet down. Like 6 feet. I got to climb.
I've got a
I've
rope.
You can
in
drop
my
a
back.
rope, yeah.
Well, I mean, I can also. I've got like a plus 12 to climb, so
That's fair.
I could maybe brace myself and climb out.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. Stupid dinosaur.
Stupid times.
I kind of want to turn the Velociraptor into like a hat.
I mean, there's lots of hide. You could turn it into a very
Maybe
nice
a
hat. You could.
Velociraptor codpiece.
You could do it.
Velociraptor codpiece.
Oh, come on! What are you doing over there? That's
No, I want like its head, like it's like barbarian style hat, like the
I like
Velociraptor head on top.
Its
of my
mouth
head.
is open. So.
Yeah.
Oh.
I
Like,
just think of
like the
era of
bear man
dinosaur
from Hunt.
suit.
But with a
Yeah, it's
velociraptor,
like-
Yes.
it's all jiggly, just like the bear.
I feel like a Velociraptor less jiggly than a bear.
So this gives you just a few moments of respite from the fight. You don't hear any other kobolds running around. You don't hear any other approaches. You see that there is a mound of trash that is right in the next chamber over yonder.
Maybe
And yeah. What do you guys want to do?
Collect the bodies and fall back, I think. Take our loot and return
Yeah.
another day.
loot. You mean bodies?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I said
Yeah.
both.
Well,
Should we just try to go on with these guys? I can cast a heal, or do we not have any? I've got a cure light wounds one. I could just wand all of you.
I'm pretty spent as far as spells go. I have Windy Escape left.
Yeah. I mean,
Like, up to you guys. I can heal you, or we can go back.
it comes down to the casters. I mean, as long as I can get healed, I can keep going. But,
I just can't heal
yeah.
the
But-
fun way anymore. The easy
but,
way. I can't heal us all.
mean,
If we lose
I
the
feel like
element of
the-
surprise.
well, regardless,
Lost Helmet
don't-
surprise as soon as we came in.
I don't think I doubt. I hope that they won't have the numbers to mount any kind of reprisal, and we may be
That's-
able to come back and possibly pick up the trail once we've got a bit of time. And
I didn't see what it was. Who were we chasing? I heard him.
I don't know. I never saw it.
I
Brigadier
heard
will-
him speak.
Yeah,
Describe.
leather
Yes,
armor.
Leather armor had like a spear staff thing. Tassels because he's silly.
Right.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Never
There's
heard
one-
a kobold speak that
That's-
clearly.
that's 1 for you, Calgadir. 2 for Calgadir. 3.
FPS is beginning to bundle together kobold bodies, by the way.
So,
You know what? Moreau says it is
Four.
Rikus. We'll give him a hand.
Oh,
that's
You don't want to
I mean,
carry
if-
them one
if-
by one.
If we're gonna fall back, then that's good enough.
You know what? You know what we need to. You know what we really need is
Heart.
maybe if we can lash some of these spears together. We can make a sledge.
Make a sled.
Oh, that's a good idea.
good way to do it.
Sure, they have enough belts between them.
Yeah. Belts,
I've got,
rope.
I've got.
Don't you know every
rope.
adventure comes with 50 feet of rope?
FPS doesn't.
all I can think of is a Boondock Saints. Go ahead, take your fucking rope.
God, I
Good
love that
movie.
So
Oh,
good.
you don't say, Ramble.
Oh my god, so good, so good.
Yeah, I think we got plenty of rope. We could make an ad
So
hoc.
the game
sled.
plan is to fall back at this point. Is that
I think
correct?
so.
Yes, I like that. I like that.
Or we
Now,
can
are you
just
going to go
out
back out the
front
main
door.
entrance, or are you going to go back through the crawling, bug-infested holes?
No, I mean,
We
Main-
go out
main-
the front door.
Maybe
Yeah,
yeah,
there's
go out
no
the
way we
front
can.
door.
Main
Yeah.
entrance and head back to town.
I like that. I like that. So as you all begin to depart, you head off. You head up the quarry, that winding path that goes up. But as you get to the top, from the cave, you hear this. You hear this kind of chanting noise from inside the cave, and it sounds. Well, it's in Kobold, and the chanting it's distant, but it says, "Green are the scales of our god. Green is the acid of his breath. Green is the death that comes to Belhaim." And as you all make your way to the top,
Mm.
you get up there.
I heard Belhaim.
Yes.
When we say cold, I mean it's draconic,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Epius would translate for everyone if they couldn't speak.
Yeah, Draconic.
Yeah,
Correct.
yeah. Luckily, I speak draconic.
That's,
Understand it at least.
that's not good, right?
No,
No.
Oh,
it's terrible. But what are you going to do? One town, perhaps.
But you're heading back to Belhaim, is that right?
One town defender coming up. Epius says he stretches his hands. The one or two kobolds he has in his back.
Right.
Yeah.
And as you make your way back to Belhaim, there is a storm that begins to roll in. And it seems to kind of spring up out of nowhere. It was a slightly overcast sky, not bad, just patchy clouds. The sun was still high because I believe you attacked. Did you attack at night or during the day? Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe it
I
was
think
during
daytime,
the
'cause
daytime.
it-
So
Yeah, daytime.
so it's still high in the sky, but the clouds seem to roll in almost unnaturally quick, and then a drizzling, very musty smelling rain begins to fall.
That's
The
foreboding.
ground begins to start to get muddy and slippery. And as you get back to town, everyone is heading inside. People are complaining about the rain. But eventually you come back to the Wise Piper, where you see...
After making a stop at Hard Glow,
Oh, yeah.
the barn.
Yeah. But Talia is... The bar itself is actually pretty empty tonight. Emptier than it should be in the evening. Most of the time people come in, but you hear some talking among the staff that when rain comes, folks tend to go home. They tend to stay home. And I'm going to give you guys a few moments to discuss the events of today. But yeah, you're inside. There's only about 2 other patrons inside of the Wise Piper at this moment.
What kind of kobold was the big? It was the odd one with the funny arms. Ran in screaming, naked, hissing.
Spoke perfect common.
No, the
Raptor?
No,
Last
the-
one or
animal.
the
oh, it's a rat. What's a raptor?
The one with the tail.
This
lizard?
Okay,
the tail
fine.
and the
Calga,
small-
Calga there
the-
still has it. He's going to make it into a
the
hat.
scissor arm.
Fine, but they don't have any. They don't have those where I grew up.
No.
I don't
don't
think
know
they have
what it
those
is
most
either.
places.
I've never seen one before.
Doesn't
It will
look-
make a fine hat, though.
I've tracked one once, but we never found it. So that's the first. I know what they look like. I've never fought them.
Well,
Is there anyone in the inn willing to make a gold piece to make a run to the mayor's manor?
Yeah,
In the rain.
absolutely. I will do it, sir. Love to make a gold piece. A little boy who kind of looks like, oh, I don't know, Oliver Twist pops up. So I'd love to make a gold piece, sir.
Excellent.
Does the boy look like the boys that were chained in the cave?
Absolutely.
Oh no.
Take magic.
Epius,
It is
No.
just a child.
yeah,
Just
Epius
child.
is going to write a short report of what happened down there and also inform her that he heard a war chant that also included the name Belhaim.
Oh dear. That's not good, sir. But hopefully the heroes of Belhaim, that's you, they'll be able to defend us against the impending doom.
I just slowly push him out the door. No one likes nasty.
Pip pip and whoop whoop, 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 whoop. It runs off. As it were.
It, yes, it. 100% it runs
Oh
off.
man. That's a process. That's a process.
I-
But As the day kind of ponders on, the rain continues to fall. The river itself, the Verdant Fork, actually starts to swell a little bit. It's not a heavy rain, but it's a constant, steady rain. And there is this smell in the air, like a kind of sourness, like a kind of almost like a rot, like that musty underbrush that you'd smell in a forest after it's rained and the ground and everything is starting to compost.
That peat, like peat
That
kind of
peat
smell.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Calgadir. And that begins to rise up. And you could swear as you all rest for the day, regain your spells, have some food, you could swear you hear that chanting just behind the rain that is falling. You hear this chanting, this kobold chant about the green and the scales and the death. And that, my friends, is where we'll end today's session. For you all to pick back up next week with your second adventure into the Kobold Dens. But great job, everybody. I thought that was an absolute blast. Really fun fights. You guys gained 2,050 experience points, which is pretty damn good. On top of that, you did
Anything
manage
as far
to
as loot
loot.
goes?
Yeah, you did manage to loot some stuff, and there's a lot of mundane items, some gear and whatnot. You're going to gain about 1,000 gold. So I did the math; it's roughly 1,000 gold overall,
Okay.
just mundane items. You can split that as you see fit, or put it into party loot. But I just want to say, great job, everyone. That was an absolute blast. Had a lot of fun. Any final thoughts, questions, comments, or concerns before we wrap up today's session?
I've put in my character notes that in my equipment, I now have 1x raptor corpse.
That is
1 times Raptor.
absolutely
Oh yeah, one
correct.
times.
Absolutely correct. Well, I thought the combats were really fun. I thought you guys did a great job of working together. I think the group is really coming together as far as strategy and whatnot. I saw a lot of synergy, cohesion. I do want to say the sleep spells, A+, A absolute plus. That was very good.
Yeah.
Very, very good. And is everyone good for the 22nd, this upcoming Monday?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yep.
we can get
Down
back at
to
it. We will
clown.
get back at it. Does that level you up, by the way, the 2,000 experience points?
Are we
No, because we
doing
leveled
the
up at the end of
medium?
last
I
one.
was gonna say,
Yeah,
I
we
think you leveled up
at the end of
last
the last
session.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Another
you're-
2,000.
Another 2,000. So good. Well, hey, as I always say at the end of every session, thank you to the players for playing. Thank you so much to the viewers for viewing. Happy gaming, everybody. We'll catch you next time for session 6 of Dragon's Demand and the intrepid adventurers of Belhaim, the heroes of Belhaim, even maybe. I don't know. We'll figure it out. It's not official, but it's a good name. We're gonna see if it sticks. And good night, everybody. We'll see you next time. Cheers.